Can you believe that we are at this point 4 years along the journey of our Sunningdale campus, and it's been so incredible. The journey started when Graham had this vision of some red chairs in another part of our community, and then he came to Alcana and he saw these red chairs that were in this auditorium, and he just knew that this is the place where we're going to be having church. And it's incredible. I mean, we started as an evening, but we went to a morning, and a morning congregation has been around about 4 years now. And what's so incredible was that we had an adult attendance of like 60 people, and our kids' church was 4 people. And to see what God has done over this time has been amazing. I mean, you got to understand, we had our worship team playing, we were worshiping God, and then when they sat down, it's like the church doubled in size. It was incredible. It was really amazing. Some awkward moments, but really amazing. And just to see God's faithfulness in growing this church and growing this community has been amazing. I mean, we are in such a rapidly growing community, and the answer to that community is a growing and healthy church. And I'm so glad that we get to be part of that journey. And just some of the things, I mean, this is the 4th year, and some of the things that I'm really grateful to God about that's happened in this year. I mean, our kids' church has grown all the way from 4 years ago to now over 80 kids on a Sunday. It's just been, I want to say supernatural, but it's just been incredible to be a part of it and witness it. And then this year, we've started our youth on a Friday night called U City that meets at the Bowls Club between 7 and 9 o'clock in the evening. And wow, God has done an amazing thing there. I really felt like we heard from God when that started. We had about 10 teenagers a year ago, and now we're seeing over 50 to 60 young people impacted on a Friday night for Jesus. And it's been so amazing to me, and seeing them come through the church on a Sunday, adding some passion and vibrancy to our service has been wonderful. The other thing that I really thank God for this year is our band. I mean, our band has grown in so many ways. We love worshiping God. We love singing and music in our church because it's a great way to express what we feel about God together as a church on a Sunday. And our band has grown. We've got young people in the band. We've got, our drummers have grown, our musicians have grown, our vocalists have grown, and I just praise God for that. Another thing that I'm really grateful to God for this year has been the launch of our 5 p.m. service. We always want to be a church that's pioneering. We always want to be a church that's being bold in our faith. And you know what? We're stepping out into something new. I really felt like God wanted to stretch us this year, and by certainty He has stretched us. We have stepped into so many new things this year, and I really believe that it's God strengthening us for the future. The reason why we've done all these things isn't because we need more things added onto our plate. The reason we've done it is because there's a community out there that needs Jesus more than we need to be comfortable. We exist because there's people outside the walls of this church that don't know Jesus. And heaven and hell are realities, and I'm so glad that we can be a church that steps into new things so that we can see people come into a relationship with Him and join God's family. And so just looking forward, man, I feel like anything is possible. I feel like we are stepping into something that God's prepared for us. I'm so excited that we get to have a look at land and trust God for land and a building where we know that we can be a home for the community to come and encounter God. A church isn't 4 walls. A church is the people that gather together. But we want a home, and we're believing God for a great home in our community. I can't wait to the day that we get to plant other churches and send people into the mission field and support other church plants. I really feel like the best is yet to come. I believe that we're going to see God continue to grow this church. And while we are 4 years old, we're a toddler, and we're going to cause a lot of havoc and chaos in the kingdom for God. So enjoy today, and let's celebrate together.